A journey to the serene pools of Dusun. Nadia had always been captivated by the beauty of nature and the tranquility it offered. One sunny Saturday morning, she decided it was time for an adventure, a trip from her quaint village of Simowono in Semarang Regency to the enchanting Dusun. Rumors had spread throughout her village about the beautiful swimming pools surrounded by lush greenery and the serene fish ponds that line the area. Excitement bubbled within her as she envisioned the day ahead. As the sun climbed higher in the sky, Nadia gathered her essentials: a bright beach towel, her favorite book, and a delicious packed lunch prepared by her mother. She waved goodbye to her family and set off on her bicycle, ready for the journey ahead. The path was scenic, with vibrant green rice fields on either side and the distant aroma of jasmine wafting through the air. As she pedaled through the winding roads, she felt a sense of freedom that only the countryside could offer. After an hour of cycling, Nadia reached a small junction that marked the entrance to Losari village. The vibrant sounds of nature became a soothing background as she navigated through the bustling village streets. Children played in the fields, and vendors sold fresh fruits and snacks. She stopped briefly to purchase a refreshing coconut drink from a local vendor, savoring its sweet, cool liquid as she prepared for the final stretch to Dusun. Arriving at Dusun, Nadia was immediately enchanted by the sight before her. The lush greenery embraced the village, and she could hear the gentle splashes of water as she approached the swimming pools. There were two pools, one with a depth of 140 centimeters for the more adventurous swimmers, and another shallow pool, perfect for beginners, with a depth of 100 centimeters. Nadia's heart raced with anticipation as she made her way to the first pool, the shimmering water inviting her to dive in. The sun glistened on the water, creating a blanket of sparkles that seemed to dance with the light. Nadia wasted no time and slipped off her sandals, stepping onto the cool tiles surrounding the pool. She took a moment to close her eyes and soak in the atmosphere: the laughter of children, the sound of water splashing, and the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. After a quick splash and a few strokes back and forth, Nadia felt as though all her worries melted away into the refreshing embrace of the water. After enjoying her swim, she decided to take a break and explore the surrounding area. Wandering along the fences that bordered the pools, she stumbled upon a beautiful fish pond. The water was crystal clear, allowing her to see colorful fish swimming gracefully beneath the surface. Fascinated, she crouched down to get a closer look, and she couldn't help but smile at the sight of the fish darting playfully. She imagined how wonderful it would be to have such a tranquil pond surrounded by her own home. Feeling rejuvenated after her immersion in both water and nature, Nadia spread her beach towel under a shade tree, took out her book, and settled down for some reading. The tranquility of the environment was the perfect backdrop. The gentle sounds of water lapping against the stone edges of the pool and the chirping of birds provided a serene soundtrack to her afternoon. Time seemed to drift away as she lost herself in the pages of her book. As the sun began to set, casting a warm golden hue over the scenery, Nadia realized it was time to head back. With a heart full of fond memories and a spirit lifted by the day's adventure, she packed her belongings and took one last look at the pools. She promised herself that this would not be her last visit to Dusun. The beauty and serenity of the place had carved a special spot in her heart. With a renewed sense of contentment, Nadia hopped back on her bike and pedaled back towards Simowono. The journey home felt lighter, and she found herself smiling at the thought of sharing her adventure with her family and friends. As the last rays of the sun painted the sky in hues of orange and pink, Nadia knew that she would always cherish the memories of her day at the beautiful pools and the peaceful village of Dusun. The journey to Kuntho Bimo. In the heart of central Java, Indonesia, lies a tranquil village called Simowono, nestled amid lush green hills and vibrant rice fields. It was here that my journey began, fueled by tales of mystery and spirituality surrounding the ancient site of Makam Kuntho Bimo in the Dusun. Rumored to exude an otherworldly presence, the grave of Kuntho Bimo was said to be a place where secrets of the past whispered through the rustling leaves, and a unique stone statue piqued my curiosity. Early one misty morning, I set off from Simowono, my path leading me through narrow, winding roads filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers. The journey to Losari, where the mausoleum was located, was a tapestry of sights and sounds, children laughing in the distance, the steady rhythm of farmers working their fields, and the occasional crow of a rooster breaking the stillness of dawn. Each step brought me closer not just to physical landmarks, but also to the heart of local culture, rich in folklore and tradition. As I walked, I couldn't help but be captivated by the intricacies of the landscape. Every corner revealed something new, an elderly man sharing stories of the land with eager young listeners, or a vibrant marketplace bustling with vendors touting their wares. The warmth of the locals was palpable, and they greeted me with friendly smiles and inviting gestures. They shared tales of Kuntho Bimo, a legendary figure believed to have transcended the ordinary, his spirit forever intertwined with the geography of the area. After several hours of trekking, I finally arrived at Disanvanter. A serene silence enveloped the surroundings, interrupted only by the occasional rustle of animals in the underbrush. The atmosphere felt charged with reverence, as if the very air was imbued with the essence of history. I followed the narrow path leading to the site, my heart pounding with anticipation. When I reached the Makam Kuntho Bimo, I was taken aback by the grave's timeless beauty. However, what captured my attention most was the stone statue of a male genitalia, cleverly carved and standing proud next to the mausoleum. Initially, I was taken aback. What could this signify? It felt like an anomaly amidst the serenity of the grave site. But as I delved deeper into the local lore, the statue revealed its significance. A symbol of fertility and strength, it served as a reminder of life's cyclic nature, a homage to the union of spirit and earth. Understanding this cultural nuance deepened my appreciation for the site. I marveled at how the locals intertwined spirituality with the natural world, celebrating life in all its forms. The energy around me shifted. The incongruity of the statue now felt like an integral piece of a larger puzzle, an embodiment of duality in life, creation and death, physical and spiritual, seen and unseen. While I stood there, lost in thought, the gentle breeze began to pick up, swirling around me like a tangible echo of the past. It was as though Kuntho Bimo himself was whispering through the leaves, inviting me to reflect on the themes of legacy and remembrance. This journey was not merely about reaching a physical destination. It was about connecting with the stories, the histories, and the breaths of those who had come before me. As I prepared to leave Makam Kuntho Bimo, I took one last look at the stone.